first question. We'll start on your right, Rob.
Rob, what went into the decision to use Ranger Suarez out of the bullpen today, and will he be available to possibly start Game 3?
Possibly. So what went into it was today's a side day, really, for Game 3. So we thought, okay, we've got that one pocket, Alvarez to Tucker, that's a pretty big pocket, and thought, well, we'll put him on that if that situation comes up. If not, that's fine. And it came up. Now, he went, he got one out, sat down, went back out. So that's a little more taxing. So we'll have to check with him tomorrow, see how he's doing, see if he's going to be available for Game 3.
Steve up front here.
Congratulations, Rob.
Thank you.
First, can I ask you what your first managerial World Series experience was like? What was it like for you?
Well, we won, so it was great. But, no, it was great. It was exciting, and it was a great game, I thought JT had big at-bats. Our bullpen was fantastic, and all in all, it was a great game and a great come-from-behind victory, and it just showed, the resilience of the club again and how tough they are, and they just never quit.
And can you talk about what the mood is? I mean, you guys have come back before, so 5-0 leads are not impossible to overcome. It is a bit unusual in the World Series, though, obviously. What were your thoughts when it just wasn't working early on, it seemed?
I think once we scored the 3, you were kind of feeling it, like, okay, we got back in this thing. Now the momentum's changed. And that's really why I went to Alvarado in the 5th inning, which I haven't done all year, because I thought that the momentum change there was so important to keep that momentum, get through those guys, and we'll figure out the rest later. And he was fantastic, and he'd be more than available tomorrow.
We'll go to the first row on your left, Rob.
Rob, did you expect to have to work this hard for your first World Series win? There were a lot of things you had to do, and can you just sort of go through your thought process, Nola in the 3rd inning, the 4th inning, the 5th inning, and sort of stacking up, assuming everything worked out? Can you take us through that sort of process?
Well, first of all, I get a lot of help on the bench. I talked to a lot of the coaches about a lot of the situations, and I'm not really doing the work. The players are doing the work. I'm just sort of making the final decision on who goes where. But, Knowles looked like he had a little trouble working on a stretch today. So got to work on that. But when he was in the windup, he was pretty good, actually. So, he got 80-some pitches after 4, and so we went out, sent him out for Pena, and then we were going to stick Alvarado on Alvarez. And that's where we went from there, and then we just kind of pocketed everything after that.
And it was quite a day for JT. He had a 2-run double. Looked like maybe he needed some concussion protocol.
Yeah,
then he hits a.
That hit him pretty good.
And then he hits a dinger. I mean, can you imagine what he must be going through and feeling right now?
Yeah, I hope he. Yeah, I'm sure he's feeling ecstatic right now, and I thought he caught a great game, called a great game, did a great job with our bullpen, and just a couple of big hits. He's playing really well right now.
The right center aisle in the back, Mark.
What were you thinking when you seen Castellanos make a game-saving catch there on his
Atlanta?
bat?
Yeah, it just reminded me of Atlanta, It makes you feel good because, it was a pretty good result in that game, too. So, yeah, it was. I thought we played really well defensively. Bomer made a couple of really good plays, and Castellanos made a play, and it was all around. I thought we really played well, and again, played with poise and confidence and very relaxed.
We'll stay on the right.
Rob, did you notice the way the guys attacked Verlander the first time through, and did anything really change the second time?
I think the second time you've seen it once, so there's some familiarity there, and so I think that's what they that's why we had some success off in the second time. But I thought the at-bats were really good. I mean, we got his pitch count up pretty good, and I thought his stuff was good, you know. But we had some good at-bats.
Anything else for Rob? We'll finish up right over here.
Rob, you guys go down 5-0, and then the bullpen's able to hold that throughout the whole game. Just how big was that for them tonight, just to maintain that and allow you guys to come back in extra innings?
Huge, and that's been going on for a while now, because our bullpen has been, you know, there's been times during the year where the bullpen collectively has struggled because overwork at times and things like that. But for the most part, we've had so much confidence in our bullpen. It's given us a chance to finish games when we've got a lead, and I think it gives our offense the mindset that just hold it and we'll come back at some point. And I think that's been going on for a long time. It's a pretty good thing going on.
Let's do two more. Tyler on your right.
Rob, you saw David Robertson for a long time in New York, and I know pitcher stuff changes over the years, but when you put him out there in that spot, did that seem familiar at all to you? Like getting out of a jam that he creates?
Yeah,
you know?
it did, you know, and that's who he is too, you know. Sometimes it's not going to be 1, 2, 3, but he's mentally tough, and he's going to keep grinding and keep pitching, and he's not going to be afraid of the moment, that's for sure.
I'll finish up on your left.
There's a point early in the game in the dugout where you were caught on camera, like going up and down the bench, encouraging your hitters, and it was like you waved a magic wand because they suddenly started getting hits. Do you remember that? Is that something you often do? We normally just see you sitting on a perch there.
No, I think we all do it, you know, collectively as the coaching staff, and I don't remember doing that, but, you know, I think that's kind of a normal thing.
Rob, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.